Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday. These Tuesdays seem to come faster and faster. So I hope that this Tuesday finds you well. We are actually on March 3rd, so it's 3/3 portal with the lunar new eclipse on the full moon. So it's a lot of energy. So it'll be interesting to see where these readings go, to be completely honest with you. Welcome, everyone. I'm Melissa Watkins, a spiritual life coach, and we are here to see what the messages from your guardian angels. This is the deck we're going to be using tonight by Redley Valentine. Want to come through for you. And if you've not checked out my video, I did a 3/3 portal video today on Facebook, and I also dropped a podcast. So if you've not checked Spiritual 411 on your podcast platforms, Spotify, iHeart, and Apple, check it out. So that was a message from Master Jesus. So that was pretty, I'd been feeling him for a couple of days. And actually, if you're part of my Guidance 311 group on Facebook, you would have seen a post that I put up yesterday, and that was the only place that I put it up. And it had Master Jesus coming through. So he's been with me for at least this week. He's always with me, but I was really feeling him this week. So that is a channeled message in the Spiritual 411 podcast today. And he does talk about the collective, but he also talks about your own experience in these energies. So hello, everyone. Welcome. So past couple of weeks, I've actually been starting with kind of a collective message. And so, hello. So I think I'm going to do that real quick. So I'm going to use the Nicola McIntosh Celtic Spirit Oracle, being that we are in the month of March. And I feel like the Celtic energy is always kind of more in this month, maybe because we're feeling more Irish. I know I am. I do have Irish roots. My grandmother was a gardener, and we also have the Keenan side of the family. So I am very Irish, actually. So, and I know that we're all honorary Irish on St. Patrick's Day. But yeah, let's see what the Celtic spirit wants to bring out for each and every one of us tonight. So, of course, with all the messages, take what resonates. Spirit is going to bring through the most beneficial message for the most people. So if you're watching on the replay, there will be something here for you as well. Thank you for supporting me and being here with me. All right. So first message out. Interesting. This was the card that came out the other day. Wow, the hair. Otherworld, shape-shifting, fertility. Interesting that this energy is still here. There's actually two more cards that we're going to look at that are kind of peeking out. So we'll look at those in a minute, but let me just go to the book. Card number 28, the hair. And it is there is much symbolism in the Celtic hair and the other world. The Celtic warrior Oisin hunted and wounded a hare in the leg. He gave chase and followed it underground only to find a young woman bleeding from an injured leg, hence the hare's connection with the other world and shapeshifting. One of the traits of the hare is its amazing ability to literally turn on a dime at great speed. It is prey to many things, but can evade capture extremely well. When the hare crosses your path, it is a symbol that you may need to change direction, especially if you're a little stuck in your ways and need to change your tactic. It can also mean that you're moving too fast or need to move faster as not to be caught. So you're really going to have to kind of lean into this to kind of decide like where this is kind of falling for you. Do I need to slow down or do I need to go faster? The hair in many ways is about movement and shifting fast. They are also synonymous with their ability to replicate, making them a symbol of fertility. And this is what the hair moon or the moon gazing hair is known for. Is there something you are needing to grow? A project, your bank balance? Abundance can come in many forms. And when you see the hair, you may very well be in the line for some wealth coming your way in some shape or form. Or if you're needing help with direction, call on the hair to help guide you. So, I'm glad I read that because I think that what I tuned into the meaning of this card the other day, that just gives more. And I think for those of you who are really needing that financial assistance, I think that's really great message. If you're really feeling like finances are wanting or they're not showing up as fast as you need them to know that they're coming. Okay. The herbal list, herbs, medicine, healing. Yeah, this is definitely a time of healing for sure. I've been feeling that for the past week and a half, the shadow aspect keeps coming up in all the readings I'm doing. So yes, on some level, you are absolutely healing. So for some of you, you may want to look at alternate approaches. You may want to look at holistic healing. You may want to look at healing that complements what you're already doing, i.e. energy work. Not a medical doctor, not giving medical advice, but you, and you know what your journey is with healing trauma, with healing nervous system, with healing addiction, abuse, pain, suffering, anger, threat, narcissistic abuse, all the abuses, right? So look at, and you're being asked to look at, ways in which to work on healing and releasing, whatever's coming up for you. And then whatever the shadow aspect is, for some of us, we have dealt with some of these things. And I do feel like for many of us, this is the deep layer. And for some of you, this is the core layer. For some of you, this is the rooting it out because you're really kind of done dealing with it, right? I'm healing. I actually was hearing dealing with the BS. So for some of you, this could be energies that are coming at you that you need to work on releasing. So it could be situations, relationships, coworkers, I'm hearing. So take this however this resonates. But yeah, alternate healing and healing overall. All right. So, and the third and final message for all of us, the maiden, innocence, love, past. Yeah, this has been coming up for quite a few people. Whatever your journey is with love, one of the reasons that we're being called to heal the shadow aspects of ourselves is because it is also a time for renewal in partner love. For those of you who have been kind of in disconnection with a soulmate, with a twin flame, or just with having love in your life in any way, that I really feel like this maiden card is really kind of bringing up the fact that for everybody, love in some form is being renewed in your life, whether it's, self-love, really healing that inner child. But I'm also feeling that for some of you, you are going to be coming into connection with a new soulmate or a reconnection with your twin flame, whether it's on the astral or it's in the physical. So, take this how this resonates with you and kind of where you are in the journey of your romantic life. But yeah, something I would say in the next month and a half to 3 months is going to come up for you. Okay, so those I think are what we're going to keep for our general messages. Hello, Des. Hey, blessings. Hello, Tracy. All right, so I don't know. I'm just feeling good to be here tonight. I'm not really sure. It's been kind of an odd day here. It's been darker. It's been warmer. It's been raining, but energetically, it's just felt low. Like yesterday, I could not get out of my own way. The energy was it was being sapped out of me, right? So some people in these energies get very energized. And some people get very depleted. And I, unfortunately, as a Cancer moon, it takes the energy from me. So I hope you're navigating these energies well. I actually did some baking today to kind of break up the routine of things and have some good, healthy treats. So I did some pumpkin dark chocolate cookies. So, hey, Chrissy. All right, so we are going to start with Miss Tracy. Okay, Tracy, there we go. It literally fell out. Oh, 5 of Fire. Conflicts, annoyances, competition. What I'm hearing is it's time to get out of your own way. So, yes, you may have conflicts going on in your life and annoyances going on in your life, and don't we all? And, isn't that part of life? But it's this feeling that you have what you need. You have what it takes. Like, look at this amulet she's wearing. She actually is wearing something that looks like, I don't know if you can see that. It actually looks like an angel on her, and it's like highlighted on her shirt. Actually, her heart chakra. And what I'm getting is if you tap into your heart, if you really bring your energy into your heart, of course, you're going to have obstacles and challenges. Of course, life is going to kind of throw things at you. But if you're getting in that negative self-talk of, I can't do this, I don't have what I need, I'm not okay, you just kind of bring more of that into your experience. I feel like you're being asked to drop down into your heart and tune into the love that is all around you, because I feel like the inspiration is coming through you to help you overcome whatever it is that you are feeling stuck or unable to overcome. But the other thing is, I almost feel like you're warring with yourself. Like this competition that's on this card, I don't feel like you're in competition with anyone else, honey, but I do feel like you're having this war within yourself. And once you drop that energy, you really you only have 2 choices, right? Stay where you are or move forward. Whatever the situation is, stay where you are or move forward. But to be warring with yourself about that, it's actually sapping your energy so that you can't even make the decision you need to make, because you're using all of your energy to have this thought that doesn't help you. I'm also picking up that you are coming into connection with Christed light, with the golden ray. And so I feel like you have a lot of higher vibrational energies. This card almost looks like you, Tracy. Like, I'm looking at this card and I'm like, oh my God, that looks just like her. You're going to be okay. But you've got to drop down into your heart, and you've got to lean into God or Christ consciousness, and allow the golden ray to raise your frequency out of the doubt, out of the self-doubt, out of the negative self-talk, out of the woulda, coulda, shoulda, out of any anger or resentment about any situations you can no longer control, and love yourself. Love yourself. All right, I want to get a card to go with that. All right, I got 2. So I'm going to go with this one first. Yeah, there it is. Your ego's in the way. You need an ego death, or maybe you're going through an ego death. But if you're stuck in the, I don't have enough money to do what I want to do, or I don't have the right people to depend on, or I don't have anybody who's helping me, or you're creating situations in your imagination that don't go well. We have those we play those scenarios in our head, right? And then it always turns negative because we're so used to not receiving. And that's what I'm getting here with this card, number 15, ego. So you've got to have an ego death. You've got to let go of the idea that it's all about the material, it's all about the money, right? Because it's really about the faith. Look at that. The star card came out with it: inspiration, fulfillment, faith. If you can get out of the ego and into the faith, you'll get out of your own way. Look at that. So you're going through an ego death, Tracy, and it's going to be unfun. It is going to illuminate things for you in your life that are going to kind of kick you in the face. Really showing you choices and decisions that you were making over and over again based on survival mode. And I feel like this ego death is helping you get out of survival mode, that if you get into the faith, that your team of guides, angels, and ascended masters, look at all that golden ray around her, protecting her, coming in to elevate her. Surrender to God. And I just want you to know that it's not the easiest thing you're ever going to do. And every time you're asked to do it, because we're asked to do it over and over again, it's always hard because I'm right there with you right now. I'm surrendering, and it is hard. It is hard. So don't worry. And I know that's hard. So gratitude journaling will help. Doing things you enjoy will help. And yeah, whatever you're going through right now, it's getting out of the material, getting into the spiritual. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Oh, I know, Tracy, it's so hard. The ego. Without it, boy, things would be so much easier. All right. So, hello, blessings. Hello. Let me just give these a shuffle. What's coming towards me? What do I need to know? All right. Hello. Let's see what we got for you. Okay, those literally like a whole section took off. So let me get those where they need to go. And then I'm going to pull the card that was on the top from that. Okay. So and then what's on the bottom of the deck? Okay. Well, this is an interesting message. Don't you hate when a reader says that and then they like take their time? Oh gosh, I get it. So blessings, I don't know what your romantic situation is. I don't know what the situation is, with your whatever relationship you're in or not in, or past relationships. But what I've got here is both of these cards are about relationships. So we have the Ace of Water. So this would be like a beginning of a relationship, whether it is the beginning of a current relationship or a new relationship. Because what I've got with it is Knight of Fire, confident, passionate, and adventurous. So what I'm getting here is your intuition is going to play a huge part in this. That whatever the relationship is going to be co-created with you and your higher self. And what I'm picking up is that you're going to be offered. I almost feel like a commitment. So if this is not romantic, this is some relationship in your life where there's going to be something offered that kind of gives you stability. Because what I'm picking up is this offer that is coming from this very grounded person, passionate person. And it may come in fast. Like this may be an offer that kind of shows up that really is opening your heart in some way. And their heart is going to be open. And that is why it is going to open your heart, because you're going to feel their authenticity. And because it kind of shows up maybe unexpectedly or out of nowhere or quickly, that is, going to give you a moment to pause, like, don't know about this, right? That's why it's going to be so important for you to take a moment and really commune with your intuition, with your higher self, with your guardian angel, um, whoever you tap into, okay? Because I do feel like this is a heart to heart connection. Again, romantic or not, it is going to be someone who is going to be offering you something. And it feels like what they're offering, even though it may feel too good to be true, because again, it may come in very oddly, like out of nowhere or from a very strange direction. But I feel like that's how it's showing up, because that's the way it's all coming together for you. But it will be heart to heart. It will be heart centered. So with that being said, I almost want to choose. Okay. Okay. I'm going to choose one of these activation oracles to go to see what message wants to come through with this, because I do feel like it's going to be strange. Like, it's going to be really strange. And you're going to be like, pass, thanks. And Spirit's going to be like, no, 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 don't pass. Hold on, back up. So definitely, if something comes in oddly from a weird direction, maybe from a direction that you don't necessarily trust, that's when you really want to tap into your intuition. Yeah, I think it's going to be some kind of relationship. I think it's going to be some kind of heart to heart offer. Okay. Yeah, Earth. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal, spiritual aspects of our nature. Yeah, I feel like this is also telling me that there's going to be a spiritual connection between the two of you. So this heart to heart, and look at the green on this card. Yes, it is Mother Gaia, but I'm also feeling heart chakra, because I feel like this heart activation or this heart connection that the two of you have, it's going to reveal kind of like a spiritual connection. So whether you're both on a spiritual journey, you're both ascending or awakening, you're coming into your psychic senses, there's going to be some kind of component where you feel very connected. So I hope that resonates. Thank you for being here. Welcome, Doodlebop Bob. Welcome. Hi, Jay. All right, guys, hold on. I'm coming down. I'm coming down the list. All right. So let me just shuffle these for Des. If you want a personal reading with me, you can go to my website, melissawatkins.com. I do have hour, 60-minute, and 30-minute offerings. They are Zoom meetings. And once you schedule the meeting, you will get the link to the Zoom call for the day and time that you choose. All right, Des, let's see what we got here. Ooh, this is interesting that on the night of a lunar eclipse, full moon, with all kinds of purging and releasing going on, we keep getting the aces, the new beginnings, the beginning of a new road. So inspiration, communication, adjustments, Des. Okay, so what I'm picking up is that there's been an inspiration that you've been given. And in the past, and I feel like this is maybe, something that you have tried before or you're currently trying and it's really not working out. What I'm getting is the Spirit is inspiring you. They are showing you the signs. But it's like if you just make a tweak, right? A small adjustment, um, things will get clear. So really think about or get very aware about how you're thinking about something. Like really become self-aware of what your thoughts are, right? Because our thoughts drive our emotions, which drive our manifestations. And Des, I'm feeling like things are wanting to come into your experience, but you've got to kind of adjust, right? Like tune that dial in a little better away from the negative and more into the positive. So, and sometimes we've got the programming running in the background. We're not even like completely aware of our thoughts because we're so busy, right? But that programming was given to you earlier in your life, or by society, or by people that raised you, or by the people that raised them, right? These subconscious or unconscious energies and yeah, energies that live in our subconscious, these ideas, this programming, that doesn't serve us. Like, I never have enough. Even though I'm doing really well, I still feel like I never have enough, right? Or I'm not good enough. I don't deserve that. Even though I'm a really good person and I'm great with everybody else, like I'm really good at being a good person. I'm moral, I'm ethical, I have integrity, I'm kind, but I still am not receiving what I feel like I deserve, right? Or what my value is. So there's something here about just adjusting that unconscious patterning. And you can do that through listening to hertz frequencies. You can do that by listening to guided meditations of affirmations. That was a lot, I think, how I before I really started my integrated energy therapy journey, the things that I were doing for myself that were really helping to some extent. I was listening to the positive affirmations, guided meditations, and letting them like run throughout the night, because you change that subconscious patterning in that theta wave. So it's that wave of just before you fall asleep, right? And so if you listen to it while you're falling asleep, it can have an impact, because I do feel like it is time for you to start receiving. So with that, let me just pull one more card. Hello, Izzy. All right, Des, I just want to get one more card here. Kind of, you've had some jumpers, but I want to get the right one. I know you can't really see me shuffling. Okay, except for the one that just went flying tells me that's the one. Des, hold on to your seat. Ace of water flew out with the ace of air. Look at that. You tweak your thoughts from the positive to from the negative to the positive, from glass half empty to glass half full. Things in your emotions are going to start to shift. Your intuition is going to get clearer, and you're going to take off, is what I'm hearing. So there it is. I'm going to leave it there. Ace of air and ace of water. Holy cow. Whole new road. Whole new road. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Okay, Miss Chrissy, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I thought about you the other day, wondering how you were doing. Okay, that one wanted to go. Oh, okay. And that one wants to come. And that one wants to come out. Okay. Oh, awesome, Des. Perfect. All right, Miss Chrissy. Four of Water, distraction, self-absorption, discontent. So it feels like, yeah, look at that. I see it. The card like validated it, right? However, behind it came the Hermit, introspection, self-discovery, mentorship. So what I'm getting with this card is, look at that, light in the darkness, or light after the darkness. So really work on not focusing on the cups that are not working out, because look at the cup that is going to work out. Look at how much bigger it is, and spiritually guided it is, right? So what's coming in is going to be bigger and better than you think. And it really does feel like light coming on in the darkness. So don't buy in to the negative self-talk. Don't buy in to the fear, okay? Because what I'm getting here is that things are going to work out, and they're going to work out better than you can imagine. Look at that cup coming in through the wings of spirit. So, all right, I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Hey, Mary Beth. All right. Hey, Cynthia. Hello, hello. Oh, Cynthia, it literally went whoop. Oh, it's the Tower. Realization, life change, liberation. I do like the Tower in this deck because it's not about things falling apart. It's actually about moving forward in a positive direction. Look at that liberation. The angel is guiding the person away. Like, that's not your road. That's not your place. And it's time for your transformation. So yes, I feel like that's what I'm picking up for you, that you're being liberated, whether you're being liberated, it feels like you're being liberated mentally. Like there's something in your thought pattern that is shifting, that you've had some inspiration or some download from spirit that's helping you to see things from a very different perspective. And if it hasn't happened yet, I feel like that's what's coming, because there is this feeling that it's time. I mean, I'm just getting that it's time. It's time for you to come out of the chrysalis and be the butterfly. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. All right. Hello, hello. Like 7 will come back to. Can you please give me a time for him? Time is not relative. It's not linear. And when you have people involved, people can make decisions that really throw time frames off. So let's see what I get here about this. Interesting. The 4 of Water came back out. All right. Because this is about people, let me pull some from a different deck. But right now, it doesn't feel like he's focused on her. Feels like he's focused somewhere else. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm getting here is that She gives too much to him. He's not committed. And that even though she wants, it just feels like they're not on the same page. And what I'm picking up is that he's focused on others. So unfortunately, I'm not feeling like this is something that's going to come back around. At least not in the next 3 to 6 months. Okay? So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. All right. How does my ex Allie feel towards her boyfriend? So what I'm picking up is that this is a difficult relationship. It feels like he may have very high expectations and also be emotionally unavailable. So it feels like right now she's trying to hold on. She's trying to hold on. And yeah. So it feels like yeah, she's hasn't seen the writing on the walls yet. And so I'm just going to leave that there. All right. Thank you for being here. You're welcome, Cynthia. Izzy, what's coming in for love? Thank you. All right. Let's take a look. You know, the first thing I'm hearing is that it's going to be someone new. I'm hearing that it doesn't feel not a reconnection. If you have someone returning, my advice to that is always be discerning. If they've not done inner work, if they've not made real progress towards why the two of you didn't work out the first time, then I would say nothing's changed, nothing's different, it's not going to be. So really look at, have they, made strides, real strides to address, what our situation was then. Have they done anything different? Or are they still doing the same old thing, even though maybe they're making promises? But, look at the actions, not the words. What I'm picking up for you, Izzy, is that right now, when you're worried, it's law of attraction, right? What the energy you put out, it's the energy you get back in. When you're worried about not having love, you're actually manifesting not having love. So what I'm getting here is that we've got to get you out of this worried about the past or worried about anything that's negative around love. And the way to flip that script is to love yourself. Take yourself out on dates. Do the things you love to do. Buy yourself the gifts, right? Show yourself the love. And the best way you can do that is to really put your time and attention into things that bring you joy. And, when you're someone that's been living in survival mode, or you're holding on to very deep ingrained trauma, that can be uncomfortable and that can feel counterintuitive. So, a situation where you really look at making what necessary you need to make within yourself, because you are going to ultimately have to get yourself out of the fear of not having it. Okay. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. All right. Hey, Mary Beth. How are you? Thank you for the comment in the group on my last post. I truly appreciate it. All right, Mary Beth. Tuning into Mary Beth. You seem tired. You feel tired. Either that or you're over it about something. Or both. All right, I'm going to give these a good shuffle. All right, the deck split, so let's see what we got. All right. Wow. The sun will come out tomorrow. Success, recognition, enthusiasm. Yeah. Things are going to go well, okay? I get that oh damn. All right. They wanted me to grab the other. All right. All right, we're going to be all right. Okay. All right. Spirit speaking, Mary Beth. Spirit is in the house. All right. So you got the sun card right off the bat. Okay. So they're letting you know wherever you're headed, it's going to end up good, right? Because you are empowered. So it's all about being prepared. You are the magician in your own life. So to have the success recognition and to get enthused about what it is you want to create, it's about getting prepared. It's about leaning into what it is you want. I feel like it's almost like getting clear about, spirit wants you to get like dial into very specific, what do you want? And, when we don't know what we want, we end up manifesting all these things that we don't want because that's what we're focused on. And I feel like you are moving on. So it's about staying in this energy of hope as you get specific and really dial in what you want, because it's time for you to have relief, right? So, I mean, these cards are very good, but it's almost like I don't, just get prepared. It's time to get prepared. That's what I'm getting. You're moving on. You're moving away. You're moving on. Things are magically appearing. The sun is coming out. The way that this angel is kind of like open arms, like I accept, I receive. And I feel like that's the energy they want you to get into. Like just get into receptivity because they want to bring it to you. It's time. Um yeah. So give yourself permission to get in, to have enthusiasm for what's coming in. But I'm also dialing in on this preparedness word. So being prepared. So it's almost like, whatever you're being inspired to do in preparation, I would say take that very, very seriously. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. There's Miss Mary Beth. All right. How does my current boyfriend feel about me, and should I move on? Infinity symbol. I got word today. I am moving. Congratulations. Congratulations. Um, H. Harij, could you give me the first name of your boyfriend? That way I'm tuning into the right person. Just a first name. Yes, because that's what I kept every time I looked at the card, what's all I could see was preparedness, preparedness, preparedness. I was like, okay, I get it. She needs to be prepared. Oh, thank you. H. Oh, I guess it's Harj. I'm sorry to be butchering your name. I completely. All right. How does he feel about me? The first thing that's coming up is that he takes you for granted. I think that what I'm picking up on is you bring way more value to the partnership than he does. And yeah, so let's pull a card on, because I'm never going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. So I'm going to pull a card on what spirit it wants to bring through for you about it. Okay. Oh, you got a couple. Interesting. So you got the Two of Air, indecision, avoidance, confusion. So on that, there are two roads. And what I'm going to tell you is what I tell everyone when you are trying to make a decision about a situation, and especially in relationship. There's really only two choices. You can stay and put up with what you have, or you can move on and go towards something new. And so I feel like that card is absolutely kind of highlighting that. And then you got the Seven of Water, which is choices over analyzing, procrastination. Honey, procrastination is fear energy, and not making a decision is making a decision to kind of accept something that's less than what you deserve. And so, what I would say is let go of the overanalyzing. You know the situation. And, whenever someone comes to me with this question, they already have the answer. It's just making the choice, making the decision, and finalizing it is the hardest part. But I feel like you know what the answer is. And it's, spirits basically just saying, it's time to let go of procrastination. It's time to avoid the decision that is already in your heart. All right. So I'm going to leave that right there. So sending you so much love and so many blessings. Absolutely. Okay. So that's awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Listen, I pulled a card at the beginning. Actually, I pulled 3 cards from the Celtic Spirit Oracle at the beginning of this. So if you want to go back and watch the replay to get those 3 cards, you absolutely can. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. But right now, what I'm going to do for all of us who are here and those watching on the replay is I've actually got these tea leaf cards. I'm going to pull for all of us some tea leaves and take what resonates. But I feel like these are mini messages from spirit to kind of let you know what's coming or what to be aware of. Okay. So I'm going to pull some of these. And if you want to work with me, you can go to my website, which is on the screen, melissalwatkins.com, and you can book through my website. All right, so the first one out is ladder, climbing towards success. So everything you've got going on right now is taking you and leading you to success. And I feel like that also goes into this purging that we're doing through this lunar eclipse in Virgo, and also this little eclipse season that we're in. It's all about releasing and letting go. And I have been feeling that this is, real shadow. So for some of you, there's going to be some releasing that you're going through right now that is kind of like the core of it. And so it's hard and it's difficult and it's a lot. And once you get through it, it's like, it's gone. It's done. It's over. And for some of you, this is generational things you came to take on in this lifetime. And for some of you, it's you've been going through it lifetime after lifetime. So, yes, you are climbing toward success. All right. The next one is an emotional, secure, loving family is important to you. So, for some of you, you're either making amends with family members after this season or you're coming into um, creating your own family. Okay, and finger fell out. Warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So this is one of those that's kind of giving you, again, forewarning is forearming. So, and this also making me feel like it's almost like if something came up as soon as I read that, that's the thing that you need to be kind of on the lookout for or dealing with. You know, sometimes when we got stuff coming up, we just kind of keep foisting it off like tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. And I feel like tomorrow's here. All right, so I'm going to do a couple more and then I will get back to Sahaim and Jasmineva. So I hope I didn't butcher your names too badly, but thank you for being here. All right. Oh, and two of them came out together. So we're going to do these two. Oh, financial pinch. Yeah, some of you are experiencing that right now. And hard work ahead. So I feel like you do the hard work and the financial pinch will be over. Yeah. I almost want to get like one more to kind of I don't want to leave the reading on that note. Oh, that one wanted to come out. Oh, good Lord. Frying pan, trouble, accusations. Yeah, don't accept them. Know your worth. If someone's trying to bring trouble to you through accusations, walk away, stay neutral. They want your energy, positive or negative. So don't even address it unless you're really forced to, but only address it with the people that it would impact you about. So like if you're being accused of something at work, you want to address it with the boss, not with the person doing the accusation. So only address it if it's going to, be impactful. But if it's just somebody accusing you of something because they want to start a fight, walk away. Okay. I really want to leave on a positive note. And we will. Yep. So we got romance, celebration, party. Take that for those of you who that resonates with, and look at that. Yes, everything is bringing us to fulfillment, bringing us to joy. And look at that. Those are doves. So yeah, I feel like it's universal source love coming in for each and every one of us. Okay. All right. Sahaim, I hope I'm saying that right. How is Hitchum feeling for me? There's something you bring to him. I don't know if it's that you're getting attention for him, like you being on his arm gets him the attention in the room, or if there's something about you that brings him attention or opening doors for him that he can't open for himself. Yeah, I feel like he definitely feels that you're beneficial to him. I can't say that there's a lot of like emotional depth with him. It feels like his heart chakra is blocked to some extent. So it could be why you're questioning how he feels about you. Yeah. Yeah, he's all about safety and stability. His focus is more on the financial. So, take that how that resonates, honey. But yeah, I feel like that's why you're asking that question. So I hope that resonates. Thank you for being here. All right, let's pull the card for Will I fully sign the contract mid-March? New job currently in toxicity. Eesh. Well, I got disappointment, regret, forgiveness, and then I also got 5 of air, mistakes, melodrama, and reassessment. So, unfortunately, I do feel like there will be a disappointment, and I feel like you may need to reassess the situation. So I feel like this is spirit kind of letting you know, if you've got a plan B or um, have an idea um, on a different direction to go to. That might not be a bad idea. So, and it could just be that you're not signing it mid-March. It could be that you're signing it at another time. I'm almost getting, yeah. So in this card, the 3 are standing up, and in this card, the 3 are on the floor. So I feel like between 2 to 3 weeks after mid-March, things will open up for you, whether it's you signing that contract or getting something else. Okay. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. All right, David. Hello. Did the meeting I had today in the morning, did it go well? Advice and guidance, please. Okay. Can you give me the first name of someone that you were in the meeting with? Then I can tune into the actual players. First name only. Interesting. So, Abby, okay. I'm going to show you the cards. So we also got the 5 of water for you, disappointment, regret, forgiveness. And then I also got 5 of earth, lack, worry, and assistance. Abby. With Abby, what do I feel with Abby? She has concerns. She has concerns. Yeah, I feel like she's got questions that may not have been answered completely or to her satisfaction. I feel like she has concerns. I feel like there's going to be some big changes. Both of these cards are fives. Fives in numerology are about changes, and you got 2 of them. So I feel like there's big changes on the horizon. I feel like you may have to almost provide like I'm seeing kind of like a step-by-step plan or some kind of document that has like a list on it. Because I think she just needs like more information. I'm almost picking up like this. She suffers with like maybe a lack of confidence, and she comes across as very I almost want to say stern. I'm getting the word bully. To kind of compensate for the fact that she's really not as confident as she seems. So I almost feel like she's going to ask you for like way more information than you would normally provide or feel like you need to provide. Because it's like she's trying to like cover every single base. And part of it is, I almost feel like there might even be like a, not that she's, not that she's not good at her job, but I feel like maybe she's not good at a part that you are, or she doesn't know as much about something that you do. So yeah, I would just be CYA is what I'm getting. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. And with that, guys, we've done it again. Another hour. It has been gone by. So if you want to work with me, personally for spiritual life coaching or receiving your own personal reading with me, you can go to melissalwatkins.com. All the information is there. That's all I got tonight. I'm a little tired. And I'm just sending you all so much light and love, many, many blessings. And thank you for being here. And for those of you that I'm just meeting tonight, thank you for giving me a chance. And I appreciate you. So have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday night. We will be back next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you haven't liked and subscribed to my YouTube channel, I hope you do. And also, you can find me on Facebook at Melissa Watkins Guidance 311. All right, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your night, and we'll talk soon.